This is how I animated this creature. Rigging and animation was my part in this collaboration between Gleb and Marlon and me. Marlon sculpted and textured this amazing monster, and Gleb lit and composed the final scene. My part started with setting up the main rig first, so creating the bones that will drive the main head movements. It seemed easy at first, but I quickly realized that the automatic weights don't work so well when the mesh is too far apart from the bones. The deforming is very loose and there is a lot of overlap. So I created additional bones that would be responsible for the mesh that is further apart. I then parented those bones to the main ones, and this helped me a ton with having more precision with the weights. Then I just attached the main head mesh to the rig with automatic weights, and voila, it worked pretty well right away. Seriously, this feature works super well, like 9 out of 10 times. If you set up the rig well, of course. Then it was time to rig the smaller stuff, like his little arm thingy appendages. And I know what you're thinking, just use the pretty awesome Wiggle Bones add-on, link in the description. It makes all the wiggles and secondary movements much more realistic. And yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But with such high frame rates, like here with 60 FPS, I got some weird results and it was kinda tricky to make it work properly. All the troubleshooting with that was in the end a little bit too much, so I decided to use an IK chain in the end. This gave me a lot of flexibility and I could animate them very easily. I just wanted to have full control over the movement. Especially during the scream, I wanted them to stretch outwards, which was more important to me. So I decided to manually animate the wiggles. Did I do a good job? Well, you tell me. For the tongue, I also used an IK constraint so I could easily stretch it and move it just with one bone. And for these weird flaps on the side, I also used IKs. This made it easy to open and close them whenever I wanted. And before you comment that these make no sense on the side of the mouth, well, the fun thing is that with creatures that don't exist, you can just invent explanations. So random mutation, genetic experiment, evolutionary remnants, just pick one. So the rig is mostly done, but there's the saliva that Marlon also sculpted. And since these are real meshes, there are actually multiple options to stretch them. Either bones with a stretch to constraint, weight painting with some hook modifiers. But in this case I felt kinda lazy, so I just used a lattice for the whole saliva group and connected 2 empties to the top and the bottom of the lattice using also hook modifiers. And then I just needed to attach these to the upper and the lower part of the mouth. And voila, stretchy saliva! Then I wanted them to be affected by the roar and the scream. But obviously without simulations, that would be a little bit too much. So I just created a new shape key for the saliva and bent it outwards, as if it was affected by the air. Then I added a noise modifier for the shape key and limited it just for the time frame. This way the saliva kinda jitters back and forth. Nice. And as an additional scream-related detail, I added a particle emitter in its mouth to add some spit and moisture when it's roaring. This added even more wetness to the overall effect. Blah. So then it was time to animate it. For that I had to really put myself into the mindset of such creature. What is it thinking? Why is it moving like it does? I came up with a short situation where it would come into a place, look around right and left, then see some kind of other creature and scream at it. Then it would do the shake that some animals do. For me, this kind of suggests that while screaming, it stretched and exhausted its neck a little bit too much, and with the shake it wants to relax it a bit. A bit cliché, I know, but I think it fits the situation very well. The main animation was using just the main bones. I made sure to never really rest the jawbone and the main head movements to fully sell the natural concept. For that I added a noise modifier into the rotation of some of the main bones, made it super flat and stretched it a lot to make it very subtle. This way the creature never stayed still and always has these kinds of small random movements. I did the same for the roar animation, where I added noise modifiers for the head and the jaw. And for all these small appendages. This made them jitter and emphasize the strength and exhaustion of the roar. For the head shake, I focused on the Y rotation of the main head bones and created this kind of curve that slowly fades. I copied it to the other neck bones and offset the keyframes to have this kind of fluent rotation throughout the neck. As a small detail, I also manually animated the eyes so that we can see its intention. The eyes are often the first thing that moves when a new thought is created, and they drive the intention. And that's pretty much it. I'm sure when I would have more time, I would have made it a bit more fine-tuned, but even now I'm super happy with the result. And in combination with the amazing creature design and the fantastic lighting by my collaborators, this wouldn't look nearly as good. So thank you guys. But what do you think? Did I achieve my goal, or is there still a lot to improve? What did you overall think? Please leave a comment below with your constructive feedback, or you can just praise us, I'll take all of it. Please also like this video and subscribe to my channel for more fun Blender animations. And speaking of animations, my mechanical rigging course is available on Gumroad and on Superhive. So if you always wanted to create some cool robots or other mechanical creations, then this might be perfect for you. And if you'd like to support me in the long run, then my Patreon is obviously the best choice for that. Again, thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye!